Hi, I'm live from the sofa. Oh, it wants me to rotate. All right. Well, this is going to get... So here's... Live streaming is a funny little thing. Facebook wants the phone to be tilted straight up and down, which is more comfortable for me. YouTube wants it to be tilted the other way, which is annoying. But guess what? We're on Facebook right now. I don't know if anybody's here yet. Toni said she's coming. She's outside right now, right out front. But I decided to do this from the inside next to my stack of pillows that I really need to get rid of. Because this is how they live on my big sofa, is in the pile. I am doing this from the sofa today because... Oh, there's Toni. Right, Toni? Are you here? I'm doing this from the sofa today because all my stuff's in here. I have a pile on the sofa. I am a spreader. And so my little place on the sofa has baskets and piles around me, and I really need to clean it. And in fact, since we just figured out that we're going to go to Las Cruces for the weekend. Oh, and it's not even Toni, it's somebody else. I see your little icon, but on my phone I can't see. It's not big enough. I don't know why these things are very difficult for me. But say hello so I know who it is. I think we're going to go to Las Cruces tomorrow. Masks, of course, but we're also immunized. So fully immunized. Yes! And I think it's our 2-week... Saturday, tomorrow, will be our full 2 weeks. So we are at optimal resistance. It's very exciting. It's been a busy morning. Well, not really. I laid in bed way too late, till like 11:30. And then after that, I just sort of zombie walked to the coffee maker, which we had a dust storm yesterday, and I left the door open because of the breeze. But that's really not a good idea in Arizona, I find out. Oh, now is the second person Toni? Toni's trying to get in here. I just can't tell. Oh, no, it's a bare bum photo? Oh, Willa Murphy. Cancel. I don't know what that picture is. It's really hard to tell. I can't tell what your picture is, Willa. Don't be offended. It's just very tiny, so I can't figure out what it is. And it looked like a bum. Just the part I could see. But it's not, I'm sure. It's your icons are the size of my little finger and about half of it, which is why I can't see it. So the reason we're inside is because my pile of yarn here is, and now there's 3. My pile of yarn is right here. Toni has already claimed 3 of them because Toni dyed them herself. And then I dyed 2 other skeins of yarn because guess what? This is fun. And guess what Tina's going to start doing in the shop? Lindy dyeing because it's super fun on yarn. I did some fleece and it wasn't as fun, but I was also doing the microwave method. And I am not a big fan of the microwave method. I love the turkey roaster slow. I love everything slow, which is why I like knitting, I think, because everything's slow, right? Sewing, I like the products I get when I sew on my machine, and I like to think about what I'm going to make on my machine, but I don't love the process of sewing nearly as much as I like the process of knitting. I am more than happy to rip something out 15 times to get it right. And what I really ought to do is just sew by hand clothing because I know I'd enjoy it more. But do I? No. I've done a few. Oh, hey, Kelly. See, I can tell Kelly's because I know it. Oh, and then she disappeared. Nobody said anything because I know that pops up on my screen. So it does help us a lot if you just say hello because then we know things are working. So if anybody is willing to say hello and I can make sure that my comments are working, I would love it. Anyway, so... so much has happened this week. So much. And part of it is because I am now doing a morning coffee with Tina every day on YouTube. And if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, I would highly recommend it because you get to see me. Well, I get up and I shower for you usually. Although, just so you know, today I was too quick to the coffee and I haven't even brushed my hair yet. But I get up, I make my coffee, and then every day so far, I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can stand it. I may take a day off eventually, but right now, no. Every day I get up, I get my cup of coffee made, and then I go sit, usually on the patio, but I'm picking new spaces every day. And I tell you what crafty thing I did the day before, and what my plans are for the day. And let me tell you, when I tell you I'm going to do something for the day, it's keeping me a little on target and not screwing around so much. I have shopped off. I've escaped some of the goals, but I always feel guilty if I don't get at least something done. So it's kind of helping to do the coffee every morning with you guys. And then, but I record it in the morning and then I upload it that night. So you're getting a 1-day time delay. I did my first one on Monday, but it showed up into YouTube on Tuesday. So from Tuesday till today, and tonight, this morning, the video where I gave everybody a sneak peek of what you all are going to get to see now. I do it. So there's a lot more crafting getting done around here. Definitely. And I did a little shopping too, but I probably won't show you what I did shopping. It's not that exciting. But let's start with the yarn because I'm the most excited about that. So I dyed three colors this week. Well, actually just day before yesterday and yesterday is what this accomplished. So we have For the Trees, and my maiden voyage of dyeing. This is 80/20 silk, and I'm selling them for $28. So they're going to have to go up. When I figured out exactly how much I should be charging for these, I'd already said $28. So these are $28 a skein. Claim them fast, although I really want the green, but I'll sell you the green because I know how to redo this one. So For the Trees, it's just green. It looks like spring. It looks like spring trees where the trees have some light color and some medium color and some sort of mossy-ish color, but it is a gorgeous green, and there's even some dark green in there. So For the Trees, $28. 80/20 silk. And I'm going to carry on dyeing on this base because this base is, oh my God, it's so squishy. And I'm not a soft whore. I like rustic yarn, but I like this. I want to make some socks out of this. I want to make a sweater out of this. Beautiful stuff. I have 4 skeins. So I made sure and dyed a sweater quantity of For the Trees. So 1 or 4, you can have whatever you want. Now, this one's claimed. We're calling this Mountain Lake just because it looks mountainy and lakey. It's a little turquoise. It's a little green. It's on the green side of turquoise. Sorry, claimed already. There are 3 of these, but they're claimed. So the Mountain Lake, and I can redo this one pretty close. Toni did a lot of the squirting on that one, but I know what color bases I had. And then my last 3, because I only did 10, my last 3 are stained glass window. And I did these because Tamra Pryor, who I expected to be here today, who isn't, developed a pattern for us, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, that is this hat with a stained glass window design in it. And it looks spectacular out of black with a stained glass window color work. And so it really looks like a rose window. And she did a hat pattern and a cowl pattern. And I have wanted for ages to get more yarn in to do that and to offer it as a kit in the shop. So that was my thinking behind this. But again, if you desire the stained glass window yarn before I get the kit put together, you can totally buy it ahead of time, and I'll dye more because I know how to re-dye this too. In fact, Toni's out there doing some hand spun for herself with this color. She watched me do it, and she's done the same thing. So yeah, nobody's talking. I hope. Hello guys, send me a text. I'm only seeing your little icons. I'm not seeing people. So I don't know. I hope you're there. I haven't seen anything yet. So, yarn. We yarn dyed this week. It is fun. It is fun, fun, fun. So fun, in fact, that when the world comes back, I'm going to do some classes because it is fun. It doesn't take, what I like about it is it takes some time. It's not fast like the microwave is. So you mix your dye, you put on all your protective gear, you do all that, and then you put your already pre-soaked yarn into, we're using an electric frying pan, but a turkey roaster is essentially the same. You put your yarn in there, and then you squirt the colors on what you want. Then you put the lid on, and you go take a knitting break for an hour. It comes to a boil, you turn it off, you let it cool down. And then you check it to see if there's any parts that haven't accepted the dye or if you're happy with the color. If you're not, you flip everything over, you mess around with the dye again, you bring it to a slow, low boil, turn it off, sit down, knit some more. And then you check it again. And if you're happy with the color, you take the lid off and let it cool down slowly. And then I wait until I can touch the water with my hands. And I'm a wimp, so it's not cool, but it's cooled down enough where it's like dishwater sink. And then I pull the skeins out and put them in a bucket, and then I just drape them over the sides of the bucket to cool down more. And then when it's room temp, I throw it into some water for a rinse. But let me tell you, I haven't used hardly any water at all. My yarn soaking water is still in the tote that we're using, and I use it to soak and rinse the yarn. We have not replaced the water in the turkey roaster because the yarn accepts all the dye, and we've had no cross-contamination or anything. So it's a nice method, really nice method. And yeah, watch for it this summer. If you guys are immunized, I am like super willing to do a class this summer already. As soon as we get to June or July, we'll do outside classes because this is an outside gig anyway. Super fun. Super, super fun. Anyway, so the yarn, super exciting this week. And talk to me, people. I'm lonely. Talk to me. The other thing I've done this week is a bunch of Arne and Carlo eggs. My first one, which I showed you last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't know, is here. I embroidered on it. When I first attempted the Arne and Carlos egg, I kind of had trouble with the instructions, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do the color work. I'm just going to do a solid egg, and then I'll embroider something on it, because, you know, I was digging my embroidery at that point. I haven't done it this week. I thought eggs were important. So I embroidered it, and I made this one, right? Now, you'll note, this is felted, because Toni, who's been here this week dying with me, she's like, well, I've got a washer at my place. I'll just take your eggs home and wash them. And so this is a single felting in, just a single run through the wash machine with its brethren. I'll show you each of them. So egg number 1, still super big. See how big this is? It's like my hand size. So I'm going to work on a smaller yarn or a smaller needle. I don't know which. But I kind of felt like I needed a size. I think I did them on a size 7 with the Aran tweed. So that is a worsted weight-ish. It's thick and thin, so but it's basically a worsted weight. So that's my own, violet? That's violet. And then my next one I did them totally out of order. I did the ones that I wanted to do, that I was inspired by. This one's been through the washer twice, and this one is cherry blossom. I ran out of the light pink, so I put in the fuchsia at the top. Cherry blossom. And then the next one I did, maybe I did this, stripey. Next one is blood orange, the circles. And you know, it's weird because I didn't really like it when I saw it, but it was kind of fun to knit. So I kind of like this ball one. I don't know, Kathy, I don't know if you're here. Well, clearly you're not. Nobody's here. But if you see this later, Kathy, I kind of like knitting this one. But you know, it's weird because I had trouble with my joins. So I've got a little breakthrough holes on this one. And then yesterday, or after that, day before yesterday, I did ice breaking or something like that. And it was the first time I tried a black background. And it was my favorite until yesterday I did crocus. And now this one's not stuffed or felted yet. But I love crocus. It's got so many lights. Oh, good. Somebody's back. Somebody's back. There you guys are. Crocus. Love the crocus. Love, love, love the crocus. I hope. I see you up there. Nobody's saying anything. Love the crocus. Have any of you done? I know Kathy. Oh, and Kathy wasn't in group last night. I don't know if I notified. Kathy, it's the same address every week if you see this later. And we do have, for the rest of you, Willa and whoever else it is that I can't see. Beverly. Oh, nope. Sorry, Beverly. I've added you accidentally. We have Thursday night knit group at 6 p.m. West Coast time. And it's a Zoom meeting that is always the same. So let me know. Now, let's talk about my patterns. My patterns. It looks like I got and I gotta say the patterns stink a little. That's the interesting thing about other people's old stuff is, I don't know if this person was a hoarder, but it smells a little stinky, the bag. But what I ended up with, that's my pattern for I'm pulling it all out so it's easier to show you. What I ended up with in my past patterns haul is, I'm looking at it while I talk to you. So I was a little worried because I got some catalogs and I'm like, oh crap, I hope that this isn't just a bundle of catalogs they passed off on me. but it's not. I just had 4 catalogs, which, to be fair, did seem a little scary. But I also got some patterns. So the simplest of which I like, Past Patterns sent out a French sewing worksheet, which is nice. I don't know if they still offer these, but it's pretty cool because it tells me how to put in insertion lace and stuff. And now, of course, I need to find some insertion lace. I have a pattern in here. If you're here, Marietta, you're getting to see what came in my pattern pack of used goods. Of underwear, which is pretty sweet because I kind of have been looking for a nice underwear kit. I have a pattern for the Huguenot skirt. And I did see this one online. The Huguenot skirt. So I have a pattern for that. And I think that, well, it says 1897. So the two of you that are here, this one says 1897. So I am deciding that I really like the 1905 to 1918 era better than the turn of the century. Just because it's a little, you're quite covered up. And all the way up to the neck. And I'm not a huge fan of shirts that go all the way up to my neck. I like a little chestage. As you have noticed, probably, I think I show a lot of cleavage on these videos. And then, I'm gonna have to open this one. I don't know what this one is. I have another pattern for, and it looks like most of these patterns have been put in for a wide range of sizes, which is kind of nice. I have the Bernard waist. So I got the Bernard waist, which is, again, turn of the century timed patterns. And then what's this one? It's another turn of the century pattern. Let's pull it out. But from what it appears, I'm looking for this. This is a recreation of other patterns, but it looks like, I'm sorry for the lighting, guys. It's just behaving abominably. Another sort of, as much as one can say, men's style button-up blouse, which is cute. And this one doesn't have a name. It just says Martha Dean. But those are the patterns. So I got 4 patterns for my 15 bucks. I'm okay with that. I'm quite satisfied with that. I don't know if I'm going to have a multitude of sizes. I know in the underwear pattern, it's a lot of sizes, but I'm not sure about the other ones. Oh my God. Even the lighting's bugging me, I gotta tell you guys. I may move over to the chair here in a second and try to get you better lighting. But all my stuff was in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns. Ooh, and they're stinky. You know what I need to do is put them outside. Yeah, and then I think this is just another catalog. It's nice to have a list of all the patterns they offer, though, because it looks like Past Patterns is still in business, and I have a whole list of all that they carry. Yeah, I talked this morning to my Morning with Coffee, which, by the way, you guys, we have a YouTube channel. You can rewatch any of these there. Well, mine are getting more and more. I'm trying to move them over, but I'm not very fast at it. Plus, I'm doing Morning Coffee with Tina over there every day. It's a day delayed, and if you were here for the early part, you saw that. Or I've already said this, but I don't know how I'm going to transfer this, so I'm going to re-say some stuff. But go to the Black Sheep Fiber Emporium YouTube channel. I'm doing Morning with Coffee every morning. Kelly uploads her Monday, Wednesday videos, and she does some other tutorials over there. I did the whole series at Christmas time for Advent over there. And I am slowly migrating these Friday chats that I've been doing all along over, even though I think in the beginning it wasn't just Friday, but I'm trying to migrate the ones that are on Facebook still over to YouTube so they're archived. As I understand it, Facebook eventually will delete these. So I'm trying to get them moved over there. Might as well have an archive, right? But the biggest thing is we now have 77 followers. I would like to have more than that. So if you haven't subscribed, I have